Hello everyone and welcome. Thanks so much for joining me today. So today I'm going to be doing some cleaning. I'll be working on getting my house back in order, and I'm sure it'll take me a couple days to get everything done that I would like to get done. So let's just dive right on in. If you watched in my last video, you will remember that we were on a trip to Virginia for 2 weeks, and so we just got back home. And so now my house is in need of a good cleaning. Somehow, even if you're gone, at my house anyways, once I get back home, it just needs a good cleaning. And it seems like the house gets dirty even if you're gone. So I'm not going to rush myself. I want to take my time and not get overwhelmed with it. I have some other things that I need to do too. Some catching up done just from being gone. Today, the first day of cleaning, I'm going to focus on the kitchen and the laundry. Try to get as much laundry done as I can today, and so I don't have as much to do tomorrow. So we're going to start out here in the kitchen. We're going to start with the dirty dishes. I had started loading the dishwasher earlier, so there was some in the dishwasher ready. We're going to start the dishwasher and get that done, and then we'll start with the other things. So another thing I wanted to do today is clean out the fridge. And before we left, the week before we left, that whole week, we had so much going on, things that were out of our control. And so I did not get the fridge cleaned out like I like to do before we leave for a trip. And there was a bunch of leftovers in there, and I just decided I'm just gonna not stress out about it and just leave it. I can do it when I get back. So that is why the fridge is so full of food and stuff. And I hate to throw so much food away, but it was going bad. And yeah, like I said, there was things happening that were out of our control. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to clean out the fridge, get it back in order like it needs to be, and throw some stuff away that's going bad, some things that were out of date and that type of thing. But yeah, I just hate throwing away food. We like to try to eat up our leftovers when we can, and we usually do pretty good with that. And then we need to do some grocery shopping and stock up again on groceries. Alright, so it feels so good to have a clean fridge again. I'm so happy. And so I'll just go over it a little bit. Just here in the main compartment, I have some leftovers there on the top, the eggs, and just, yeah, random stuff, lunch meat, deer bologna. And then up here on the top is the mayonnaise, salad dressing, ice cream toppings. And then the next one is just my butter, garlic, the lime and lemon. And on the bottom is sauces, hot sauce, soy sauce, tartar sauce. Then on the top here we have our butter and jams. And here is just the condiments, ketchup, mustard, that type of thing. And then down on the bottom is just some more random stuff where I could get it fit in. So the main compartment looks a little empty, but we'll get some more groceries. And then down here on the bottom is just all our cheeses, bacon bits and pepperoni, string cheese, and guacamole dip. So that is it for the fridge, and it feels so much better to have it all nice and clean. And now it's nice and clean for when we go grocery shopping. So we're just going to go ahead and mop the kitchen floor, and then the kitchen will be basically done. So I'm so glad to get that done and to get the kitchen all cleaned up on day one. Alright, so this is day 2 of getting my house back in order, and I need to run into town this morning for a few things, and then we'll come back and we'll get back into cleaning and see what we can get done today. So I'm just going to start off this morning by getting some laundry folded that I had washed and dried last evening. I didn't get them folded, so I'm going to do that before I get started in the living room. And while I was in town, I had to stop in Sonic and get my favorite drink that I always get, unsweet tea with raspberry and peach flavoring. Guys, it's so good. I know you should drink water, and I do. I try to drink water, as much water as I can every day, but sometimes I just like something else, especially if I'm doing cleaning or something. It's nice to have something a little different to drink while I'm doing the cleaning. Alright, so now we're going to start in the living room. I'm going to take some stuff downstairs in the basement that was supposed to go down, and Jameson was in the mood to help me, so that was helpful. He helped me put some toys away and stuff like that, so I always like if he's willing to help. It helps me out a lot, saves me some steps. So I'm going to do it a little backwards than what I normally do. I'm going to start with the floors, get them swept and mopped because they were driving me crazy. They were dirty, and yeah, it was just driving me up the wall. So I figured, well, I'm just going to do that first, and then I'll do the dusting and the vacuuming. And if the floor needs to be swept again, I'll just quick go over it again and sweep up the dust and stuff. But yeah, I wanted to get the floor done so that it was clean. So I'm going to clean these double doors here, the windows, and the cloth that I'm using is from Norwex, the window cloth. And this is always what I use for windows, mirrors, and they work really good and they keep your windows nice and clean and streak free. And on into the little children's room. This was in a mess too, so I'm just gonna straighten it up and we'll get it all cleaned up again. So I did want to show you the table that I redone that I had mentioned in one of the other videos. I got this table at a yard sale this spring, and so I sanded the top down to the bare wood, and basically I just put a quite a few layers of polyacrylic on top, so it'll hold up very well with just daily use. And then I painted the pedestal white. And so far we really like it. It's so nice to have a big table where we can all sit around the table. It was a lot of fun to redo it, and we're really enjoying the finished product as well. Alright, so y'all, I think the house is getting cleaned. I have the bathrooms yet to do and our bedroom, but I'm going to leave you here, and hopefully this gave you some inspiration if you have a room that needs to be cleaned, or it always helps me to watch other people's videos, get some inspiration, and so hopefully that's what this did for you. And it feels so good to get my house back in order. I'm so glad you joined me today, and I hope you all have a good day, and I'll see you next time.